What is up, everybody? I'm NoLucksGiven here with your afternoon snap, and this season is almost over, so I wanted to just share a deck real quick that I'm having a little bit of fun with. I don't know if it's like the best deck, but it's doing okay for me. I think that it's going to do pretty well this game with Onslaught Citadel. I call it Big Zabu. The deck really relies around Zabu, and you use Zabu to cheat out a bunch of 4-cost cards that help you cheat out a bunch of even bigger cards. I think we got a great hand and setup here to start off with, and my opponent did not retreat, so we're going to be able to basically do everything that we want. I kind of actually want to use Blade to just discard the Infinaut right here and now, though. Does throw off my curve a little bit. I could draw Black Knight. Yeah, you know what? I think we're fine. Regardless of what we draw here, I think we'll have plays to make in future turns, even if we don't get to Blade the Infinaut here. But if we draw Black Knight, then obviously I'm looking pretty fantastic. I guess I probably could have held off on the Zabu, considering it's going to make things cost 2 less. So it should definitely give me opportunity to play everything that I want later on. But now I think I will just go like this and discard the Infinaut. That was one of the reasons that it was fine to play Zabu last turn, because I had like cheap cards that I could draw that would still allow me to play Blade. This deck, I'm just kind of, it might be awkward if we hit Red Skull and Onslaught Citadel. I was going to say this deck is not great with Nowhere, so that could prove to be a little bit awkward. But we could just play like Dracula into this center location and potentially get some use out of that. We hit Giganto. That's beautiful. My opponent is going to eat their Wolverine, but I don't think that will be too big of a deal. Now I've got a cheap Skaar because of Monster Island as well. Okay, maybe these locations did work out pretty well for us. I think I'll just put Dracula there to scare my opponent away. The fact that my opponent is playing Destroy means that I'm pretty unlikely to see them play a Shang-Chi. And I was just about to say, I think that the downside to this play is that my opponent is definitely going to retreat. Writing's on the wall, though. They just decide to retreat anyways. Trying to find one game where an opponent doesn't retreat, that's potentially like a downside of the deck. It is definitely good at like making your opponent's retreat, because it kind of like telegraphs the plays, which I'd say is like not the best thing, but does kind of speak to the power of the deck in some capacity, how many players are retreating against me. I would like to take this into Conquest potentially, so I'm not sure if I will make content around that, just because there's so little time left in the season. But I've got a bunch of Conquest tickets still to spend that I did not spend before the OTA hit. We could play Black Knight here. There are like some reasons to do it, and I guess I'll just throw the Black Knight in New York. I'm like a little bit hesitant with Black Knight. Don't really think it's going to get Killmongered, though this could certainly be a Destroy deck, throwing in America in replace of Forge. I'm more concerned with like putting Black Knight in a location that could get where it could get destroyed or something, because it is such a relevant card in the deck. Okay, so Skaar is pretty nice, and we'll throw Zabu into Nowhere. Nowhere keeps showing up. Like I said, that is not a good location for this deck, but the rest of this stuff seems to be good. If we can get out a big Infinaut or Red Skull, that's pretty sweet. Definitely seeming more like a Silver Surfer deck or something at this point. Yeah, it is going to be a Silver Surfer list. It's a big Dakin. I will probably just drop the Jubilee here, considering Dracula can go into Nowhere. And Red Skull's a card that I don't know, not that many people are really playing. I'm going to stay in it here and see what's up, regardless of whether or not I believe I'm in a great spot right now. Jubilee hitting one of these two discard cards is what we're looking for this turn, or one of these two big cards. They did hit the Killmonger before I played the Black Knight. All right, well, that's the risk to running out the Black Knight earlier. Could have just played it this turn alongside the Zabu and would have been fine. Might be able to find Ghost Rider here, though, too. And yeah, we hit these cards in a pretty good order. So this might still be salvageable nonetheless here. So we can't move anything out of this location this turn. So I think we're just going to play Dracula here, and then next turn we might move some things out of Skaar to play a Jubilee into this location. I'm hoping to draw Lady Sif, move everything into New York, and then Jubilee into Giganto plus Skaar, and then Dracula discards the Infinaut. So that would still be a really fantastic curve despite getting Killmongered. And funny, I almost brought up Killmonger. I think I did bring up Killmonger when the Black Knight got me. Wow, I draw Lady Sif. Okay, so this is beautiful. They are reasonably likely to move things into New York. So that might just mean I've got to move some more things into New York as well. This will just own Skaar, and then I probably play Lady Sif here. Oh, wait. I can play Lady Sif here into nowhere. That's beautiful because I want Dracula to still hit Infinaut. Wait, this is like a crazy, crazy curve despite losing my Black Knight. I want to snap. They're not going to retreat with Sarah, right? They are going to beat me in New York, which probably means I should just keep Zabu here. And sorry, I gotta do some takebacks real quick. We're gonna lose New York, and we're gonna battle for these two locations, and I am gonna snap, but I think I will be able to get my opponent for 8 cubes here. It's a little bit scummy it's like kind of like a rope snap, leaving everything to the last second in this way. But I don't think that that's going to... They're playing everything to nowhere? Seabass, Black Swan, and Brood just for power in nowhere. That's not going to beat the Infinaut. This game was not close to being close. We hit my opponent for, we totally dodged with the Red Skull, 44-0 over here, and then 28-14. What a deck. That's Big Zabu. That's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.